Welcome back, guys. So last episode we saw that our entire plan of building this fell to the ground. So what I'm going to do now is pretty much just fill a cell with accumulators and one with solar panels and see how that is going to go. Right to that. So they fit in quite nicely inside of this. Oh, this is going to be good. Why did it fit so nicely before? Might just have been a coincidence, so let's do this to there. That's a whole cell of accumulators. Then we'll do a whole cell of solar panels as well. So pretty much, I'll get rid of all this stone, would be nice. So if we pretty much just copy this blueprint from here to here, get out that one, that one, that one, that one, insert us. I think that is fine, just like that, as a blueprint for that one. And then I'll make another one where it removes the same things, but I keep, what's it called, substation, so we can plant it down over here. Wait, that. Remove those. Okay, and just place a new one down right here. And then we'll build a solar one, just to make sure we have enough power for the future. So let's see how this is gonna fit. If we just do it straight down here, until we can't fit any more. Just for example right there, and then copy this across. Then we can actually fill in some accumulators around that, but we won't. Let's just try and do this and see how many solar panels we can fit in. Oh, the last one is a bit crooked. Definitely not space efficient. So let's see, how many do we have here? 205. So we'll probably have even more down here. Wow. So we can pretty much do 3 to 1 almost, or something like that. Let's see what the ratio is. 205. That means we need at least 180 or something like that from this, and we get 2 times that. So every time I build one of these, I should build 2 of these. Other way around, every time I build one of these, I should build two and a half of these, pretty much. Because if we do 2.5 of this, then we have 500, and that is pretty much what we have down here. So we might actually need to do 3. Yeah, 2 or 3. That's somewhere around that. That is as close as I can get to that ratio. But let's start to expand a bit of power then. You can go away, you've closed off some of this. So we've built the power out here. That's a bit away from the base. So let's just do some power. And pretty much we can just copy this one. Don't need you, we just need to copy this one. Copy it down to here. Remove that, and accumulators. And that should be fine. There we go. Put you in. And then we can pretty much start to put down these things. I have an idea. If I do one of these, let's do it down here, or 3 of these, 1, 2, 3, and do 1 accumulator one right next to it. Then this could oh, there's a bit of water there. Then this could pretty much be a blueprint for something to stamp down just these 4 at the same time. I think that might be cool. So let's just clear out the trees so we have a bit of vision. We'll also remove these in here and just move them somewhere else so they don't fill up the base with shenanigans. And then we can start to increase out of crude oil. That we can solve. That is something we can solve. So crude oil is out here. But let's build some of this first. Move you. And pretty much move all of these. Will cost us a bit of power, but that is fine. They'll all get relocated. Oh, this is gonna cost us a bit of power. That is fine. That is fine. Why are you just idling here? Oh, there we go. That is very good. So now this is being built. Oh, out of storage. I was like, what are you doing? Let's just fix that right here. As soon as they're being built, then everything will be a lot better. There we go. Incoming robots that needs some place to put things. Just look at that swarm. It looks so beautiful. Let's fill out these. I know I'm using a few too many poles, but that is fine. Rid of you. There we go, and get that away. And now we are starting to produce quite a bit of power. Hopefully. If not, we can always just expand it a bit, making an even bigger setup. And while we're at it, let's expand our science. Or let's wait a few minutes before we do it. I don't want to tax our system too much right now, and it is going at a decent speed. And one of the next things we need to look at, other than expanding this up here, could pretty much just expand it over here right now. If I just remove all these trees, thank you. Then we just do a blob right next to this. And this is what I'm talking about the blueprint. Here we go. Anything else not being built as it should? Don't think so. Then all of this is chugging along. Oh, we have such a surplus of resources right now, and we should pretty much just dump it into research and get going towards some of these. And by that we mean we need to get the next science as well. And I think that's what we should work on this episode, now that we solved some of the solar. So let's just set up production of that one right here. Let's see the next science. How fast is that produced? 21. But we need quite a bit of input. So let's set this up first. Give it a small upgrade and upgrade that one and that one. To stack inserters, since we need quite a bit in at a time. Then we will just say request those things that are missing. And let's just do that to have a bit of a surplus. Maybe do a bit more. There we go. And then we need rails. And we need electric furnaces. That's gonna take a ton of resources. But that is fine. So we can do it right here. Making our electric furnaces. Let's see. Need heat shielding. Let's see. What is heat shielding used for? And we need the upgrade for that one as well. Oh, so we need to make those. This one makes one every 5 seconds. This one every 3 seconds to craft. And every half second. So if we do 3 of these, or 5 of these, I think I need some of these. 10, 15. So yeah, if I make, what is it? Oh, my ratios are completely off right now. Oh well, that is fine. Fine. Heat shielding is used for a lot of things, so we should probably make that in large quantities, to be honest. Luckily it's quite easy to make, so we can just make it right next to this, I think, for now. Heat shielding needs a lot of input, so that should give itself an upgrade. 2 upgrades. Right there. So that is the heat shielding, and we have everything we need. Let's just craft a bit. Let's do the same with these, so we have a bit of surplus. Working just fine. And then we need to make room for the rails. The rails need 1 stick every half a second, 1 iron one, and we craft those at 2 every half second, 1 every half second. So it should be 1 to 2. Let's just do the ratio, 1, 1. Oh, pretty much get that away, because I want to get rails at the top. And give it a small upgrade. I should probably just start by doing it like this all the time. What I just did there was shift click. That cancel an upgrade, which is quite nice. Oh, what is that? Is that a biter? How did you get in here? Oh well, it seems we have to go and clear out some biters soon again. Alright there. Hopefully this will kill the biter that's in here. Oh, it went in there. Stupid thing. Come on, build it. There we go. Biters destroyed. So that's also an indication that we need to close off the area up here very soon. And the same out here. And then we have our little just look how many robots are in the air. It just looks so brilliant. But we're working on this 1, 2, and can we use an upgrade planner to upgrade this one? We'll just do an empty one. Oh, that was an easy way to do it. Like to save that. Oh, not like that. What if I shift click it then? Can you go back one? No. I messed it up. But it was... Oh, not like that. Undo, undo. Undo, please. There we go. So we didn't just completely screw ourselves over. But we can just copy this and put it into a blueprint book then. Since this hasn't... Ow! Robot landed right on my head. So let's take out the old one from here. That one. Destroy that blueprint and then put in this one instead. Because then we can now do that. And this one can be sticks. And then we should have this ratio correctly set up now. Such it works. I'm supplying all we need for these. This is pretty much just missing stone. And luckily we can fix that with a buffer chest. Might not be needed, but then I have some in base. Is that set up correctly now with the buffer chest? I want to check it out. Of course it is not. So delete you again and make a new one with this one instead. Because I really want to have request from buffer chest as a standard. That is very important. So sticks being made, sticks are being delivered down here. Oh, not rails, sorry. We also need productivity modules. We should have that, but we should get the next row. Oh, we can't do that yet. The next row as well. Utility science. Let's get all of these. Wait with you. This is quite cool, but not needed yet. The life support one can get made as well. So that means we have this. For this one, we still miss the normal furnaces. We can make that as well here. Let's do the correct setup, because we have the stone. Let's see, you will make stone furnaces. And you'll be able to supply 6 of these. They'll be able to supply a ton of these. Yeah, supply 6. So that makes 6 of these. So we have at least enough to supply these for the foreseeable future. Or maybe 6 might be a bit overkill. Let's start with 3. 2, 3. Is that the correct way to do it? Yep, a ton of stone furnaces. And those are gonna get delivered down to electric ones. So now we're crafting electric ones. Those are gonna get delivered down here. And then we're just missing productivity modules. And let's check those out. Don't I have modules? I thought I did. I should have modules somewhere. Am I just completely blind? Oh, I was completely blind. And those are luckily extremely easy to make. So 1, 2, 3 kinds of productivity modules right here. And then we'll do it for ratio quite soon. Just request a ton of items. Can this still keep up? This is lacking, so it's pretty much just in need of upgrades. Here we go, and see if everything stays red if I do this. Oh, stays green, sorry. Oh, there's a small amount of red up there. Seems to be an input issue. Can't input. Seems to be quite fine now. So now we need to upgrade it. We need to upgrade the inputs and all of these, or pretty much just fix those two and those two. Yeah, pretty much just give an upgrade for these right here. And then we can just expand this out a small amount. Make some more green circuits, please. Our power is holding. Our coal is more than holding. Copper, iron, steel. So we still have a ton of resources. Rocket fuel for water. Oh, that's extremely easy. Why is it that easy? Rocket fuel from solid fuel. Does that mean we can pretty much just make power? Oh, it just takes a long ass time. But it might be quite good to set up a huge production of that. We will have to look at that in a little while. And we can pretty much just get this researched as well. So productivity modules working way too slowly. 1 per 15. This needs 1 per 21. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, should have no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should give us a bit more. But we seriously have to go grab more crude oil. I think that's starting to... Yeah, look at that. We are completely lacking all kinds of things. And we are still far away, but if we start to grab oil from here, I kind of want to close off this area before. So why don't we go out and fix that part and start to grab some oil? And sometime in the future we should probably look at coal liquefaction. That's also quite cool. But let's wait a little while with that. To be honest, can I just fix this from the air? I might be able to. Let's go in and get our robot ports and continue down. Let's go down a bit more to here to there. And Let's just do one more to be sure. Then we will need to landfill all of these small lakes that's kinda in the way. That's a lot of little lakes over here. That's a bit too much to landfill, or it might just be what we need. We'll see if this is too much or too little. But that will fit now. Then we can go across here until we feel like it's enough. Maybe just one more out and then go up from here. And fill in some landfill right here. Let's see how this looks. Just give it a few minutes to build. And then we really need to close off this area as well. Go up here and maybe just across. But we'll just grab our oil first. Yeah, I think that'll be cool. Wonder if we can just steal the setup from down here. Yep. So while that is working, we might as well stay in the base and fix some things. It's a bit dark, but that's just the way it is for now. So what is it we should check? We can actually use a ton of stone or wood to get this built as well. Oh well, that is something I don't want to set up right now since it's not really future proof. But at some point we will look at it. So process fuel, yeah, it gives a small amount of increase, but that's not my primary focus right now. One of the things we... Oh! I pressed something and I killed myself. Might have pressed delete. Because I have turned off the kill myself button, but it seems I pressed delete or something like that, and that probably killed myself. That was a bit stupid. Luckily it was quite close by and I can just pick up the things. Where is... You can go away and get the rest. My armor should have been the first thing I picked up, but unfortunately it's not. Here we go. Oh yeah, we need to set up processing units. We'll do that next episode, and then we can make some exoskeletons so we can move around a bit faster and make some batteries and whatnot in the mall. I think that'll be quite good. Very good. But that's all part of my plan of fixing all of this. Come on, build the rest. You're almost done. But while we wait, we can always just start building. Let's see how far away are you from this one. Let's just do this as a test. And let's build the wall here as one of the last things this episode. Right there. And we can just do that to continue it over. It's probably fine. And it will probably fit somewhat how it should. Let's do this. And hopefully they won't attack around there until I fix it, as soon as the rest of the landfill has been filled in. turn it around. Needs to get water in here. That we can fix in just a little while. Just kind of want to get going with this and close it off. Then one more. Right there. That should give us a nice wall to defend ourselves as soon as we start to pump this out, because they will get quite mad for us stealing all of this. And I might want to, as the last thing this episode, just place down a highway for the robots this way, where they can charge without having to go all the way up to the one above, and they will fly this way a lot anyway. Here we go, little robots. You now have a super highway that's gonna go and grab our oil. But I will end the episode here. Everything is going extremely well. Resources is still good. Have to look at copper soon. But all in all, it doesn't look too shabby. Not too bad at all. We're just lacking a lot of robots to pick up things. But I will end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you'll like and subscribe. And then I'll see you next episode. Bye guys.